you. And you're going to be seen tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. on video. You're excused. What happened to the scene?
Jeffrey Ashland, refused.
Okay, thank you. So make note of that.
Oh, good. I get my own private chair and computer. Wow, nice.
Hello, what's your name?
You know what my name is, Diane Bondurant.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question before we start this?
You may not.
Why not? I'd like to know what type of court this is. Is it a maritime court? Is it a military court? Or is it common law court? What type of laws?
Okay, you've got a few items here. You've got city court charges. You were charged with criminal trespass and with assault. You've got a Green Valley Justice Court warrant on an assault charge, listing a $500 bond. And then you've got Pima County Justice Court warrant on a resisting arrest and disorderly conduct charge. Actually, you've got two Green Valleys. The other one is trespassing and disorderly conduct. So let's see here. On your Green Valley matter, I'm going to release you. And on your own recognizance, your court date is January 8th. And that will, what time? It doesn't say.
For which part of it?
Green Valley.
For Green Valley, 8 p.m.
8:30 a.m. Thank you. Okay, Green Valley, January 8th, 8:30 a.m. Pima County Justice Court. I'm releasing you on that one as well. And your court date at Pima County Justice Court is January 27th at 10 a.m. And then you've got Tucson City Court. And let's see what happened there. I'm going to order with Tucson City Court that you not go back to the location of the alleged incident, do not have any contact with any alleged victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And I am releasing you from custody on that matter. With a court date of January 26th. 2:30 p.m. Okay, ma'am, you're excused. You get paperwork on all your court dates. Hello, what is your name?
It's Raina Brown. Do you want my full name or no?
No, that's sufficient, thank you. Okay, got a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a domestic violence matter. You got another one also on a domestic violence matter. Pima County Justice Court. And then you've got some new charges here in Tucson City Court.
Because I made an error on the case for Diane Farmer. I gave you the wrong register, the tornado. No,
You can correct it. Okay, we'll do Tucson City Court first. The most recent one, you're charged with domestic violence assault with injury, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and domestic violence criminal damage. You were charged on yesterday with obstructing a public highway or thoroughfare. And then you have a domestic violence case from August that you've been seen on already, DV assault and DV disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. No firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You are not to have contact of any kind with Christopher Smalley. Stay away from his home and workplace. You get a one-time return visit with a police escort to retrieve your belongings. And we're going to set bond in the amount of $1,000, appoint the city public defender to represent you. And you're gonna have a video review date of December 30th. At 1:30 p.m.
Your Honor,
If you bond out, it will still be the same date and time, but with you there in person.
Your Honor, may I speak?
Don't talk about the facts of your case.
From yesterday or the other ones? Because me and my partner, there was no domestic violence.
I said, don't talk about the facts of your case. You gotta talk about it, talk to your lawyer. You're gonna have a public defender representing you. All right? And that'll do it for Tucson City Court. As for these other courts, I will note that I'm holding you on the city court matter. And I am not gonna hold you on the justice court case. You're released with a court date of January 20th, 9 o'clock.
Your Honor, the Tucson City Court, I did squash that warrant that was out. And yesterday,
Ma'am, quiet, please. Listen, don't talk. Okay? You're released on the justice court matter, as I said, with a court date of January 20th at 9.
and I did a day in jail already a long time.
Stop talking, stop talking. Okay? All right, that one is approved. And then that's it. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Good morning, Crystal Burleson.
Okay. You charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence criminal damage. No order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not have contact of any kind with Anthony Mata. Stay away from his home and workplace. I am going to release you from custody with those conditions. Your court date at Marana City Court is January 28th, 10 o'clock a.m.
Yes, sir.
You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Hello, what's your name?
Chelsea Campus.
No. You've got a couple of warrants. One is from Pima County Justice Court from 2021 on a criminal damage charge, and the other one is from Marana Municipal Court on a drug paraphernalia charge. That one is from 2022. And then you've got a new charge in Pima County Justice Court, shoplifting and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want to tell me why you didn't appear in court on these old cases?
I'm homeless and it's just struggling with my ability to get there and but I know I can get, well, Marana, it's hard to get to, but I found a ride. I'm getting there now.
Okay. You have access to a smartphone or some kind of other kind of
Yes.
computer,
I do.
and you can request a Zoom hearing.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Thank you.
All right, on the. What is this? Let's see. Let's do this. All right, on your Pima County Justice Court matter, I'm releasing you with a court date of January 5th, and that'll be at 2 p.m. Okay. The Marana, the new Marana case, the charge that's on here does not match what's on the citation. The citation says shoplifting and drug paraphernalia, and this conditions of release says 13-901C.
Is that for?
Yes. Okay. One moment, ma'am.
I just need the.
Oh. Oh, sure.
Because this is a warrant, I have to create condition on. Sorry, did I see what? So what you're saying is this isn't matching this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Justice Court citation, not the Miranda warrant. They're unrelated.
Oh.
Sorry, don't be. Okay, I will close out of it and not.
All right. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, Marana is January 28th at 10. Release. Okay, that covers all three.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
Welcome. Kate's. Hello, what's your name?
Christopher Cates.
All right, Kate's. What's the time for the out date on Kate's?
It is between 25, 26. And that is
Emily, there has to be a place to put that amplifier in that case.
Whoever that is, please mute yourself.
Is that me?
You said 9:30. All right, so you're going to be released. Charge is domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorder conduct. January 5th, 9:30 a.m. Pima County Justice Court. You're excused.
Anna?
Morning, sir. What's your name?
Jeremiah Hannah.
Okay, you got a couple of matters here. You've got a warrant on a Pima County Justice matter, contracting without a license. I'm gonna release you on that matter with a court date of January 14th, 9 o'clock a.m., Pima County Justice Court. And then you've got another warrant. This one is on a shoplifting case. I'm releasing you on that as well with a court date of January 16th at 1:30. Same court, 2 different dates. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Howard.
Oops. There we go. Hello, what's your name?
Morning, Nicholas Knauer.
Okay, one moment. All right, you're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. In order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. I'm releasing you, and your court date at Oro Valley City Court is January 21st at 10:30 a.m. Your excuse, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Humbert.
Hello, what's your name?
Sarah Louise Lumber.
Okay, one moment. Okay, you're dealing with a couple of courts here, Marana City Court. You've been charged with shoplifting and with possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm gonna order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not go back to the location of the alleged incidents. We're gonna release you with a court date of January 28th. And that'll be at 10 o'clock a.m. at Marana City Court. And then you've got several cases in Tucson City Court. October, you were arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia. And looks like you failed to appear in court on that. Also in October, you were charged with trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia. You failed to appear in court on that one as well. And then trespassing, drug paraphernalia, prescription only drug. This is also from October. So what happened that you didn't make it to court?
I went to the afternoon court instead of the morning court.
Well, when you discovered your error, why didn't you take steps to correct it and get another court date?
I was gonna do it after this new year.
You were what?
I was going to do it just this time after the new year, like after
Why
Christmas.
wait?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
That's why you're there where you are now. I'll give you another chance, ma'am. So we're gonna set your next court date for if I can find it. I don't have a court date here for city court. Unless I overlooked it, I don't think so. No, I don't.
Who's the judge on that?
It was courtroom 2. But it's gonna be assigned to me, apparently.
2 years?
Yeah.
That's awful on budget, and they're all, very right?
No, they just,
So we can do, you're gonna release your January the 21st at 2.
okay, thank you. Okay. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, don't go back to the incident locations. January 21st, 2:00 PM is your court date at Tucson City Court, and you are released. Have a good
Thank
day.
Yes.
you.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Brianna Pierce.
Okay, just a moment. Yes. All right, you're charged with domestic violence, right, to comply with a court order. Order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons, do not have contact of any kind with Jaime Boron, and stay away from his home and workplace. Generally obey the order of protection. I am going to release you from custody with those conditions. January 28th, 10 o'clock a.m., Marana City Court. The order is a court order, by the way. I don't care if he consents to your being there or having contact, as long as it's in place, then no go, no matter what he wants, unless he comes to court and asks for it to be changed. Okay?
Okay.
Your excuse.
Would I be able to go get my stuff with a escort or?
The order of protection likely says that you can go back with a police escort to get your stuff if the two of you were living together. I don't know if you've already done that or not, but
Okay, yeah, that's why I got caught up, because I didn't go back with the these.
police escort.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Thank you.
Yep,
Your
thank you
excuse.
so much.
Please.
Hello, what's your name?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, okay? All right, so you're charged with domestic violence assault with injury and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You not to possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not possess any firearms or other weapons. No contact of any kind with Savannah Stapleman. Stay away from her home and workplace. If you two resided together, you may return one time with a police escort to get your personal belongings. I'm going to release you from custody with those conditions. January 5th, 10:30 a.m. is your next court date, and that's at Pima County Justice Court. Your excuse.
Thank you, sir.
Please, Balago.
Hello, what's your name?
Jesus Reese.
All right, one moment. Okay, you're charged with driving under the influence, impaired to the slightest degree, and driving with a prohibited drug in your system or its metabolite. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not drive without a valid driver's license. I am releasing you from custody with a court date of January 5th at, was that 9:30 again? Is that the time?
Sorry.
9:30?
Yes.
Okay, January 5th, 9:30 a.m., Pima County Justice Court. You are released with those conditions. You're excused, sir.
Thank you.
Mandeville,
Hello, what's your name?
Natalia Mandeville.
Okay, one moment. All right, you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct. No order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't have contact of any kind with Yvonne Escobar. Stay away from her home and workplace. No firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your belongings. I am going to release you with those conditions, and your court date at Tucson City Court is January 26th at 10 o'clock a.m. You're excused.
Thank you.
Molina,
Hello, what is your name?
Marcelina Molina.
One moment. You're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and in order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not have contact of any kind with Denise Montana and stay away from her home and workplace. You get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your belongings if you have any there. You are released from custody with a court date at Tucson City Court, January 27th at 1:30 p.m. You're excused.
Thank you.
Sabrina Sanchez.
Yes.
Hmm.
And then, you know, to put the, ROR on there.
Yes. Hello, what's your name?
Sabrina Sanchez.
All right, a moment. Ms. Sanchez, you're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact of any kind with Stephanie Sanchez and stay away from her home and workplace. I am going to release you from custody with those conditions. Tucson City Court date is January 28th, 9:00 a.m.
Thank you.
You're excused. You're welcome.
Stone.
Hello, what's your name, sir?
Matthew Stone.
All right. 2023, you were arrested for driving on a suspended license, possession of drug paraphernalia, and a civil traffic violation that's in default. And you failed to appear, last time being January 16th. You were charged with assault with injury. This one is from 2024. And you failed to appear on that matter as well. Uh,
Especially.
November 2024, you were charged with disorderly conduct fighting. Actually 3 of them, as well as an assault with injury. Failed to appear on that. And then the newest matter is from today, possession of drug paraphernalia. So we're gonna order no contact with any alleged victims. Don't go back to any of the locations. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Because of your failure to appear history, I'm gonna set a bond in the amount of $250, appoint the city public defender to represent you. And you're gonna have a video review date set for December 30th. At 1:30 p.m. If you bond out, it's still gonna be the same date and time, December 30th, 1:30, but with you there in person. And as I said, the city attorney, the city public defender is appointed. Someone from that office should be out there to see you in a few days.
Your Honor, Your Honor.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
just say one thing, please? I have my stepdad at home and my dog at home. My stepdad has dementia and my dog has been having plus procedures. And my mom recently passed away. That's why I was taking care of her stuff and I couldn't come to court. But I really need to get home to take care of my dog and my stepdad.
You had
I've not.
excuse me. You had an arrest warrant for your failure to appear. You did come in and a motion to quash hearing was set for you. You didn't show up.
My phone was broke. That was a Zoom court date, and then you guys like I got a notice from you guys that said that you guys gave me the wrong time too, so that the court date was canceled. I had that in my email, and then they emailed me like another day later and said that I missed the court date. So there was a problem with the Zoom at that time. I've been trying to take care of stuff. It's been hard with my mom passing away and having to deal with her stuff. And then, like I said, it's gonna be really detrimental for my stepdad and my dog. Like if I just disappear for a week, they're not gonna. It's gonna be really bad. I'm the only person that's there for them, you know. And I promise I will go to court. I promise I'll go to court. I just really.
You're in court for your motion to quash hearing in July.
I really.
To the present time, it doesn't look like you made any effort to correct the situation, to come back to court to set another motion to quash hearing. You just sat there and did nothing, apparently.
I've been trying. I've been having phone issues with my phone, but I finally got a phone that works, and I'm humbly asking. I won't let you down. I promise I will appear in court. I promise. I really am. It's very important, sir. And I apologize for the failure to appear, and I promise you it won't happen again. I can't give you anything other than my word that I will make sure that I go to court. I just really I need to take care of what family I have left, and it's gonna be bad if I just disappear for a week and they don't, and he doesn't know where I'm at and stuff like that. It's. I apologize. I do. I apologize. I don't really have, I don't have an excuse, you know, I know people's,
That's true. You don't have an excuse.
you know,
Hold on.
and,
Stop talking.
okay.
All right, one chance, sir. January
Chief.
27th, 1:30. I'm gonna keep the public defender on the case though. So, someone from that office, should be in touch with you, or you can be in touch with them. Actually, their phone number's on the paperwork. So give
That's
them
for safe.
a call. I'm assuming you have no other holds. January 27th, 1:30, ROR.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Melody Torres.
Hello, what's your name?
Good morning, Melody Torres.
Okay, one moment. All right, you were charged with domestic violence, assault with injury, domestic violence, assault, putting someone in fear of imminent physical injury, and 3 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I understand that there is someone on the team's link that wishes to speak. Is that correct? If you're there, you can go ahead and unmute.
Is this for Adam Parra, please? I'm sorry.
Say it again.
Was this for Adam Parra?
No, this is for
Mhm.
Melody
Okay.
Torres. Okay, that's not you. Okay. We did Taurus already, you
I unmuted it.
know? No. We did, I think, the person said para.
Yes, this is for Melody Torres.
Para, yes, P-A-R-R-A.
So Para is a felony. That was in the.
Okay.
It's what?
Para is a waste of as a felony.
Okay,
We also had two victims.
okay. Is there someone online from Melody Torres?
Her mother, Stephanie Torres.
Okay. And you're a victim?
Good morning, Your Honor. I don't consider myself a victim, but I understand the circumstances.
Okay. Is there a victim on the line who wishes to speak?
Yes, I am.
I am what?
I am considered a victim, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right. What is it you'd like to say in regard to conditions of release? Not the facts of what
speaking to-
happened, just conditions of release.
I'm not understanding the question, but this is my child and she's struggling with mental illness and homelessness, and these are the challenges that have impacted her in her behavior. This is not her character, and I believe that if there's
Want me to hold the question?
no release, please.
Okay, thank you. All right. I am going to release you, ma'am, with the condition that you not commit any act of domestic violence. With that condition, you're released with a court date at Tucson City Court, January 27th at 1:30 p.m. Okay? You're
Okay, thank
excused.
you.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Hello, what is your name?
Sean Johnson.
Okay, one moment. Vision if that bond is posted. And your court date is January 12th at 1:30. And which attorney agency is this? It doesn't say. Okay, we're going to appoint the county public defender then to represent you. January 12th, 1:30 p.m. Public defender. Your excuse, sir.
Step forward, that's how it works. Like, well,
Hello, what is your name?
My name is Marcos Blackwood, sir.
Okay. All right. Excuse me. You're charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, serious physical injury, domestic violence, aggravated assault, impeding airway / blood circulation, domestic violence, kidnapping with injury, and one moment. Okay, I'm gonna order that you not commit any, I'm gonna order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not have contact of any kind with Virginia Blackwell. Stay away from her home and workplace, with the exception of a one-time return visit with a police escort to get personal belongings. The state's recommending a $250,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And we will hear from defense counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Blackwell has no prior failures to appear. He has been in Tucson for 30 years. The mother of his child confirmed housing and that she'd be willing to assume third-party custody of Mr. Blackwell. And Mr. Blackwell's last felony conviction is from 2005. So for those reasons, I would ask for release of pretrial services However, if the court is not inclined, then significant reduction in the bond.
From the state,
Your Honor, the state is asking for the $250,000 bond due to the fact that while the defendant, his previous convictions were from some time ago, it should also be considered that he's had 4 domestic violence convictions, misdemeanor convictions, not including the felony, but misdemeanor convictions here in Tucson. In addition to that, we'd like you to consider the fact that this involves a DV strangulation and that there was a continual threat to the victim, even though she may not recognize it at this point. So for those reasons, Your Honor, the state is asking for the $250,000 bond plus pretrial services if the defendant is posts that bond.
all right, thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $250,000. Pretrial services supervision, if posted, January 5th, 1:30 is your court date, sir, and the county public defender will be representing you. You're excused. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Ruth Carreras.
Okay, one moment here. So you're charged with possession of a dangerous drug. At a minimum, we're going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to the location of the alleged incident and do not have any contact with any of your alleged co-defendants. I have a statement here that I'm going to read to you that will be followed up by a question to which you respond either yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. And here, I am going to read the statement as it is written. This is not a promise that you are going to be released. I'm merely reading the statement. Are you getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEP program at your next hearing? And I will note that the state's request is a $1,000 bond. Your answer to the question, are you interested?
Yes.
We're going to set a STEPS hearing for January 2nd at 9 a.m. And we will hear from the defense in regard to the $1,000 bond request.
Your Honor, I would like to first make a probable cause argument. The interim complaint indicates that Mr. Carreras was stopped, but the baggie and the contents inside the baggie that were recovered were never tested for drugs, and there is not positive indication that it was the methamphetamine that the interim complaint alleges.
All right, would the state like to respond?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm just reviewing the interim complaint right now.
Okay.
And Your Honor, the state would respond that it was mentioned that the substance was consistent with meth and that it was I guess that would be my response, Your Honor. And we're asking for the $1,000 bond, not due to the nature of the charge, but due to the defendant's previous failures to appear. I think in his justice court case, it's been on warrant status since 2022.
Okay. All right. Setting this case aside for just a moment, you want to explain your failure to appear in the other case, sir, since 2022?
Yes. What's that?
One moment, Your Honor.
Sure.
I don't know what.
Judge, Mr. Rivas informed me that he lost his paperwork and therefore did not know when his court date or the address.
Yes.
You lost your paperwork and that's why you didn't appear in court?
Well, not because of that. I don't know what address. I don't know. I don't know how to get that.
Okay, sir, this is not a
I
significant.
know I spent.
This is not a significant problem for you to find out when your court date was.
Yeah.
You can do that with a phone call.
I don't know how to do a phone call.
You don't
I
know.
mean,
You don't know.
I know how to do it. I don't know how to do text. I don't know how to do that. Only call my sister to say it. Sometimes my sister can't help me. She said she got one eye, one to see. I got nobody to help me. Hey, man.
On your felony matters, sir, the motion to dismiss, by the way, is denied. You can do a formal written motion at a later date with the assigned judge. I'm going to release you the supervision of pretrial services. January 14th at 1:30 is your next court date.
Judge, given that, I'm sorry to interrupt, since Mr. Guerreras is being released to pretrial and might be eligible for steps, can we extend the preliminary hearing date?
Sure. Yes, we can do that. So that's going to put the PH out to February 9th.
Wow.
February 9th at 1:30 preliminary hearing. Cooperate with pretrial services. And steps hearing again is January 2nd at 9 o'clock. Public defender appointed. Do you have any questions, sir? You have a lawyer that you can contact with any questions that you have.
Yeah, I could tell her to run. We sit down. Good time.
Okay. So let's move on to the next item. And that is your warrant in Pima County Justice Court I'm gonna give you one more chance, sir, to make good on this and make your court date. That's
Okay,
January.
sir.
You gonna stop talking for a moment? January 26th, 9 o'clock is your court date at Pima County Justice Court on your misdemeanor warrant. Do not get another warrant. Do not lose your paperwork. Appear when you're supposed to appear. If you lose it, then ask a friend or somebody to help you out in making a phone call so you can get the correct court date. Okay? You can talk to the folks at pretrial services about that as well. January 26th, 9 o'clock. You're excused.
Your Honor, this is the court interpreter. I don't think there's any Spanish. If that is the case, wondering if possibly I could be excused.
Are there any Spanish speakers? That was,
There's not, Judge.
okay. Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Merry Christmas.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Gary William Football Jr.
Okay, one moment. Okay, Mr. Copeland, you're charged with arson of an occupied structure. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. You are not to possess any firearms or other weapons. And no contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. The state is asking for a $50,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And we will hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Copeland has been in Tucson for 28 years. He also has a partner who indicated that she'd be willing to help provide transportation for future court appearances. So for those reasons, I would ask for either release of pretrial services, or if the court is not inclined, then a significant reduction in the bond.
All right. I think that the allegations warrant a significant bond, so we're going to go with the requested 50,000. Next court date is January 5th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you, sir. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, good morning, sir. Your Honor, Joel Deronio.
Okay, one moment. Let's read a statement to you that will be followed up by a question. Please respond yes or no to the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without your ever being formally charged. And here, I will make a statement. This next sentence that I'm going to read is not a promise that you're going to be released. I'm merely reading this as written. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing? Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I noticed that the state is requesting a $2,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And we will hear from the defense in regard to the bond request.
Your Honor, may I have 1 moment to speak with Mr. Geronio? Very brief.
You may.
Your Honor, given that Mr. Geronio has superior court hold, I would just ask for a nominal bond of $1,000 for time credit purposes and a staff support hearing.
Okay. And I think actually I forgot to read the charges, which are possession of narcotic substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and shoplifting. We'll note the felony hold. I'm going to order that you not return to any Ross store, no contact with victims, no alcohol or drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. And would the state like to respond to the defense request for a reduced bond?
Your Honor, just to note that the defendant has had 4 prior felonies since 2020, and that he would fail to appear in a case right now in Superior Court, I believe, since I think he failed to appear at a CMC on November the 13th of this year.
All right, thank you. All right. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500 pretrial services supervision. If the bond is posted, steps hearing is January 2nd at 9. Preliminary hearing is January 5th at 1:30. Public defender appointed. And your excuse, sir.
You're up.
Hello, what's your name?
Richard Kenneth Fancher.
Okay. Mr. Fancher, you are charged with aggravated driving under the influence. At a minimum, we're going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you not drive without a valid driver's license. The state is asking that I hold you on a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And let's hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Fancher has been previously successful on probation. He has been in Arizona for 50 years, and he does have confirmed housing with his sister. So given those factors, I would ask for release to pretrial services.
All right, thank you. Let's hear from the state.
Your Honor, the defendant has at least 2 prior DUI incidents, although they do date back to 2006. I would also note that his current driver's license has been suspended due to prior DUI related incidents. So that's the reason that the state is requesting a $10,000 bond.
Oh, thank you. While your earlier DUI is from 2006, your most recent one, other than this current one, is only you know, a couple of years, less than 2 years old. So
Yes.
there seems to be a problem here. So I think 10,000 is warranted. And pretrial services supervision, if posted, your next court date is January 5th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. You're excused. Hello, what is your name?
Colonel Dr. William Abbott Foster.
Okay. You are charged with trespassing. The state is asking for a $2,500 bond. We'll hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Foster has no prior felonies. He is 65 years old and he has no felony convictions. He has no recent failures to appear. This is also these are also nonviolent allegations. And Mr. Foster reports that he is employed as a professor. So given these factors, I would ask for a release of pretrial services.
He's employed as a professor of what subject?
At the Wyatt College of Optics at University of Arizona.
Okay, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is based mainly on the fact that the defendant's residential and occupational stability were unverified. I have nothing more to add than that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, sir. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons, don't have contact with the alleged victim, and do not go back to the location of the alleged incident. I am going to release you the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with pretrial. Your next court date is January 14th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused. Hello, what is your name?
Delia Francisco.
You have a felony case, listing charges of possession of narcotic drugs possession of drug paraphernalia. And then you have a significant number of misdemeanor warrants. And I will let you know right now that you're gonna be held on those misdemeanor warrants. The state, as far as the felony is concerned, is requesting a bond of 5,000 with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. I am going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to the location of the alleged incident. And let's hear from the defense as far as the bond is requested.
Yes, Your Honor. Given that the court is inclined to hold Ms. Francisco on her misdemeanor charges, I would ask for a nominal bond of $500 on her felony charges. She has no prior felony convictions. She is steps eligible, and so for those reasons, I would ask for nominal.
Okay. All right. Oh, and actually, let me read this before I forget. And then we'll hear from the state. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing? I say that with the understanding that you are not going to be released on the misdemeanors. So, but are you interested in the STEPS program?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll set STEPS hearing. That's going to be January 2nd at 9:00 a.m. And we'll hear from the state as far as their bond request.
Yes, as Your Honor already noted, the state's bond recommendation was based on the fact that the defendant has multiple failures to appear in misdemeanor court dating back since 2022.
Okay. You broke up there again, but I get the point. Okay, we're going to set bond in the amount of 2,500. Preliminary hearing is January 5th at 1:30. STEPS hearing again is January 2nd at 9. Public defender appointed. No alcohol or drugs. Don't return to location of the alleged incident. Now, as to these misdemeanor warrants, this warrant from August of last year, shoplifting and trespassing. This is these are all Pima County Justice Court warrants. Shoplifting and trespassing, this one is from 2023. Shoplifting and trespassing, this one is also from 2023. Shoplifting and trespassing, this one is from 2022. Shoplifting and trespassing, this one is from last year. Shoplifting, failure to appear, this one is from last year. Shoplifting and failure to appear, this is from 2022. Shoplifting and trespassing from last year. And that's it. In all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. Bond is set on each one for $100 apiece. Attorney Gary Grinkovich is appointed on all of these, and you're gonna have a video review scheduled for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pima County Justice Court. And let's approve all of these. Okay, that does it. You're excused. Mhm. Did we get to that, the one with the victim? Which one is that again?
Since we are on number, 22, we'll stick to number 27.
Oh, okay. Hello, what's your name?
Ian French.
You've got both felony and misdemeanor charges, sir. Your felony charges domestic violence, criminal damage, I'm gonna order no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't commit any acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons. Do not have contact of any kind with Christopher French. Stay away from his home and workplace. And then the misdemeanor is also domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence threats and intimidation. As far as the felony is concerned, the state is requesting a $5,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. We'll hear from the defense as to that bond request.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. French has no prior felony convictions. He has no recent failures to appear. And these are also non-violent allegations. The alleged victim did not report any injuries. And so given that those factors, I would ask for release to pretrial services.
We'll hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is due largely in part by the concerns of the victim. The victim requests to or objected to the defendant being released from custody due to safety concerns. So the state's bond recommendation is based on that.
All right, thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $3,000, pretrial service supervision if the bond is posted. Next court date is January 5th at 1:30. Public defender appointed on the felony matter. And let's approve that. As to the misdemeanor case, see what that's about. All right, as far as the misdemeanor is concerned, it's going to be pretty similar. Conditions of release, no contact, stay away from the elder, Mr. French's home and workplace, no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. We will note the felony hold. We're going to set a bond of 250 on the misdemeanor. And we're going to give you a video review hearing set for tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And I am appointing, let's see. attorney, Jeffrey Grinkovich is appointed to represent you, and you'll meet him tomorrow at your video. Okay, you're excused.
Dallas Hernandez. You're-
And I'm sorry.
Haven't heard.
Yes. I didn't see that anywhere. I take your word for it. Sure. Hello, what's your name?
Adrian Gonzalez.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, you're charged with domestic violence, aggravated harassment, as well as burglary in the second degree. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not have contact of any kind with Monique Verdugo and stay away from her home and workplace. The state's recommendation is to set a bond of $25,000 with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gonzalez has no prior felony convictions. He has no recent failures to appear. He also reports that he is employed. And given that these are also nonviolent allegations, I would ask for release to pretrial services.
Let's hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. The statement regarding the defendant's previous felony convictions is, I'm not sure if defense counsel is aware, but he does have a prior felony conviction in CR 2023-2985 here out of Tucson. In addition to that, the defendant has at least four DV convictions, along with the fact that the defendant was just arrested on December the 17th regarding the same victim, and was told at that time not to be at the home. So he's in violation of his conditions of release on that incident as well, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, I would just like to clarify that he has a conviction from that CR number, but it was designated a misdemeanor in July.
Okay. Do you deny the veracity of the prior DVs?
No, Judge. I was just clarifying the felony.
That's really what I'm most concerned about.
I understand.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. 25,000 pretrial services supervision is posted. Next court date, January 5th, 1:30. Public defender appointed. You're excused. Oops, sorry. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, Anthony Gribble.
Okay, let's see here. You're charged with aggravated driving under the influence, hit and run. So we're gonna order no alcohol or illegal drugs, no driving without a valid license, do not have contact with the alleged victim, and stay away from the incident location. The state's requesting a $50,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. Let's hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gribble is a longtime Arizona resident. Your Honor, may I have one moment to speak with Mr. Gribble?
Certainly.
Your Honor, Mr. Gribble also reported to me that he is employed. And so given those factors, I would ask for a reduction in the bond, a significant reduction in the bond.
Okay. Thank you. It looks like he is currently on probation for driving under the influence. Which is certainly not a factor in his favor. So we'll go with the recommended 50,000. For child services supervision if the bond is posted January 5th, 1:30. County public defender appointed. And that's it. You're excused. Oh, wait a minute. He's got another one. Hold on.
Yeah, Your Honor, that was the state's concern. I thought maybe I had made a mistake, but there was a charge also for the officer assault.
I'm looking for
what?
that. Aggravated assault, quote, judicial officer. Am I missing a complaint here? I see aggravated DUI hit and run misdemeanor. But I don't see.
A probable cause statement for it. I didn't either, Your Honor.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So what do you want to do about the second one? Dismiss and refile if it's warranted, or file it later, or what? What do you want to do?
Your Honor, I would ask to dismiss given that there is no probable cause.
Okay. All right, dismiss.
Still tonight because he could be seen on it.
What was that? Dismiss without prejudice. It could come back, sir, or be charged later. Okay. Yeah, I remember he mentioned something like that. Hello, what's your name?
Sia Coleman.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. You're charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and with false reporting. The DV disorderly and the false reporting are misdemeanors. The first one, the ag assault, is felony. And the state's recommending a $25,000 bond. At a minimum, we're gonna order no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons, no acts of domestic violence, do not have contact of any kind with Scott Wolf, and stay away from his home and workplace. And the state's asking for a $25,000 bond. Let's hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Coleman has no prior criminal history. She indicates that she is employed as a delivery driver. She also reports that she is pregnant and she has alternative housing in Phoenix where she can stay with her aunt during the duration of this case. And so given those factors, I would ask for release of pretrial services.
Let's hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. While the state is sympathetic to the defendant's current situation regarding her pregnancy, it should be noted that there's also a minor that is involved in these cases. And there are 3 pending DV cases in justice court involving the same victim. So the state is requesting the $25,000 bond due to the victims in that case and the continued behavior from the defendant.
Bond is set in the amount of $15,000 for Chelsea supervision and posted. Next court date January 5th at 1:30. And then-
So
Yes.
Hello, what's your name?
Joe Leon.
Okay. I got a statement here I'm going to read and then we'll get you your charges. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the charge is possession of a dangerous drug. We're going to order no alcohol or drugs. Don't go back to location of the alleged incident and don't have contact with your alleged co-defendants. I am going to release you the supervision of pretrial services. Your preliminary hearing is January 14th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you.
Your Honor, and that Mr. Leon is being released and has,
Yeah.
it may be eligible for steps. Can we waive the preliminary hearing?
Yeah, February, I think it was the 9th at 1:30 is the preliminary hearing. And the public defender appointed for these other folks?
Per the county attorney's request, they were separated, so it's technically not co-defendants.
Oh, okay. All right, they're not co-defendants anymore, so we'll remove that designation then. Okay, February 9th, 1:30 prelim, steps, January 2nd, 9 o'clock, public defender. Okay, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sir.
Hello, what's your name?
Adam Barra. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the one with the victim.
Right. Okay.
I'm the victim. I wanted to speak of this.
Okay, just one moment, please.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Para, you're charged. Okay. You're charged with possession of a narcotic drug, and the state is moving to dismiss that charge. Dismissal is without prejudice. And that leaves us with you've got a warrant out of justice court on a suspended license charge, and you've got a new charge alleging domestic violence interfering with judicial proceedings, and then driver's license requirement is what it says, civil traffic. And who is it that would like to speak on the DV case?
Jennifer Nunley.
Okay. I will hear you as to your preferences as to conditions of release, hold him, release him, set a bond, etc. What would you like?
I would like you to hold him, actually, instead of bond or something, just because he has stated numerous times that he would kill me and that he would have the police kill him. So I'm really afraid for my life and his, for that matter. He's also on probation that he has not complied with at all. And he has actually attempted suicide once in the past that I know of, and that was in 2017. So yeah, I would like you to hold him.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm gonna order don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't have contact of any kind with Jennifer Nellelli, and stay away from her home and workplace. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the amount of 2,500. And your next court date is going to be tomorrow at 1 o'clock on video in Pima County Justice Court. And let's appoint a lawyer for you. Is this when I have a lawyer already?
The one ending in 615, correct?
Yeah. The other one's unrelated. That's just the DV one.
No attorney appointed us right now.
Okay, thank you. I'm appointing attorney Gary Grinkovich to represent you. You talk to him tomorrow at your video review. And as for your other case, the traffic stuff, I'm releasing you on that one. Pima County Justice Court, January 16th, 1:30. If you're still in custody, that'll be adjusted. Okay, sir, you're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Mario Romero, Senior.
Okay. You've got several matters here. First one is possession of a dangerous drug. I'm going to read a statement to you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. And this is a statement that I am reading as it is printed. It is not a promise of any kind. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I need to
So
say
that hearing is going to be January 2nd at 9 o'clock. As to the other release conditions, the state is asking for a $5,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And we will get the defense position on that request.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Romero is STEPS eligible for seeking charges. His last felony conviction is from 2011, and he has been a longtime Tucson resident. And these are also nonviolent allegations, so I would ask for release to pretrial services.
Okay. We'll hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is based largely on the fact that the defendant has the two misdemeanor failure to appears dating back since 2020, and these cases have yet to be resolved, not necessarily on the nature of the offense itself.
Okay, thank you. We just set bond in the amount of $1,000. No alcohol or drugs, don't go back to location. Preliminary hearing is January 5th at 1:30. STEPS hearing is January 2nd at 9. Public defender appointed. The misdemeanor case that is in justice court is driving under the influence and consuming, either driver or passenger consuming alcohol, and that has been in warrant status since 2020. The amount of bond listed on this warrant is $250, which I will honor. And let's appoint somebody. we have someone other than the Grenkoviches? Oh. All right, so be it. Okay, your appointed Gary Grinkovich will be representing you on that misdemeanor warrant. And you're gonna be seen tomorrow at 1:00 PM on video. And I'm noting the felony hold. And then you've got a case in Tucson City Court. Art after hours. And that is in warrant status. Don't go back to the location. And we will note the other holds. And we are going to release you on the city court misdemeanor and set what we will call a non-transport review, which will be January 16th, 9:00. Even though I'm releasing you, and I am going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. Someone from that office will be out to see you at the jail. The non-transport review, as I mentioned, is January 16th at 9. You will not be brought to that court date. However, the city public defender will be there representing your interests. And as I said, someone from that office will be out to see you. Okay, that's it. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Leonardo Russell.
Okay. You've got several matters here. You've got a Superior Court, Pima County Superior Court arrest warrant. Charges listed are theft greater than 2,000, less than 3,000, 2 shopliftings, misdemeanors, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 felony shopliftings and a narcotic drug possession / use. The warrant it doesn't say any. Since it's first, it doesn't say anything about a bond that I'm seeing. And then in addition to that, you've got in a new complaint, possession of narcotic drug and possession of paraphernalia. The state actually is moving to dismiss that. We got the right one. The dismissal is without prejudice, so it's to come back at a later date. And as to the warrant, I'm not seeing a recommendation from the state as to the Pima County Superior Court warrant.
And I apologize for that, Your Honor. If I could have a moment, I will look at that really quickly.
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. He doesn't need to be seen on that then. It's included on the list in error. So we'll move on. Okay, so there's another warrant. This is from Justice Court. And that's on a shoplifting charge. And then there is Oscar Yaki PD on a failure to appear, listing $150 bond. And the Justice Court warrant lists a $500 bond.
Pero, buddy.
Okay, the Pima County Justice Court case, I'm going to release you on that. And that court date is going to be January 16th at 1:30. Both of these matters say Justice Court. These two misdemeanor warrants.
My seal are a little bit slow right now. Russell Judge?
Yes.
I believe it's a duplicate. I thought I grabbed it.
Oh, okay. I won't do anything with the second one. Then, okay. All right, so then we'll move on to city court. Tucson City Court, you were charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and shoplifting from 2023. The last court date that was set for was an order to show cause for April 21st, at which you failed to appear. And then there's another shoplifting. Same missed court date. All right, your city court matters, $250 bond. City public defender appointed. Video review. January 2nd. 1:45. In the event that you post the bond, it'll move to January 27th with you there in person. Someone from the city public defender will be out there to see you before your next court date. Okay, you're excused.
Thank you.
Well,
Simpson. Simpson. You're up on it. Xander, all out, sir.
good afternoon. What's your name?
Dominic McHale Simpson.
Okay. You've got an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court, charges listed dangerous drug possession or use, narcotic drug possession or use, drug paraphernalia. And let's see. Simpson. $500 bond is listed on the warrant. State's recommending a $500 bond with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. These are non-violent drug offenses, offense allegations, and so I would ask for release of pretrial services.
And we'll hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is due largely in the part of what was requested by the Superior Court, but the state would also ask the court to consider that a defendant rates a 5 out of 8 FTA scales and has a history there, a small history of failing to appear.
Okay. Wow. $500 pretrial services supervision if posted. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the incident location. No firearms or other weapons. Court date is January 2nd at 1:30, and which attorney agency? This is for Simpson. Peter opponent. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. Now, there's also Tucson City Court, a couple of cases. Yesterday, you were charged with prescription-only drug violation and drug paraphernalia. And December 13th, possession of drug paraphernalia. Don't go back to the incident locations, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm releasing you on the misdemeanors in city court. Setting a non-transport review January 16th, 9 o'clock. City public defender appointed. City public defender will be at your city court date. You will not be brought there in person, but someone from the city public defender will be out there to talk to you about the matter before the court date. And that's it. You're excused.
Slay. You're up.
No, that's. All right, see if it's already. Hello, what's your name?
Huh? What was that?
What is your name, sir?
Sorry, I'm going dead from my left ear or my left side of my head. My name?
Yeah,
Javon Tyler Slade.
okay, thank you. Okay, Slay is, the charges are disorderly conduct, 2 counts, dangerous instrument, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Don't return to any Walmart store, no contact with alleged victims, no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state's requesting a $20,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And what's that date doing there? We'll hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. These are nonviolent allegations designated by pretrial services, and he is a long-time Arizona resident. So given that, I would ask for a significant reduction of the bond.
Okay. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state is asking for the requested bond due to the defendant's violent history. There are 3 prior convictions associated with violence. In addition to that, the nature of this offense, there were threats to the victims, and they felt that they were, let me see, threats with him, the accusations, of course, with him waving a knife in the air. So the state is requesting a $20,000 bond for those reasons.
All right, thank you. $20,000 with pretrial services supervision posted. Next court date is January 5th at 1:30. Public defender appointed. And you're excused, sir.
So I'm getting it out?
That's fine.
How long?
Hello, what's your name, sir?
Real small.
All right, so you're charged with possession of dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. I have a statement I'm going to read to you, followed up by a question. Please respond either yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without your ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and put you in STEPS. That court date is January 2nd at 9 o'clock. And assuming there's no objection to extending the prelim out, it'll be February 9th at 1:30. The public defender will be appointed. No alcohol or drugs. Cooperate with pretrial services. Okay, let's approve this. And you are excused, sir.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Stewart. Oh, yeah, part of that, like.
Good afternoon. What is your name?
My name is Stacia Stewart.
Stewart, you are charged with organized retail theft. So we are going to order you are not to return to any Walmart store, don't have any contact with alleged victims, no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state is asking for a $2,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And we will hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Stewart is a lifelong Tucson resident. These are nonviolent property crime allegations. And pretrial services did confirm that she does have housing with her mother. And so given that, I would ask for a release to pretrial services.
Thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Uh, yes, Your Honor, the defendant is currently on probation in CR 2024-3112. In addition to that, the NC-FTA scale was 5 to 6. And furthermore, she was previously trespassed from the same Walmart. So the state is asking for the $2,500 bond plus the pretrial services for that reason.
All right, thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. Pretrial services supervision if posted January 5th, 1:30, and public defender appointed. You're excused, ma'am.
Valencia, come on.
Hello, what is your name?
Nicholas Valencia.
All right. Okay, sir, you got a couple different matters here. First of all, we're going to read a statement to you, followed up by a question. Please respond to the question, yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without your ever being formally charged. And this is not a promise by any means. It is, I'm just reading it verbatim as written. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes, sir.
All right. So STEPS is going to be set for January 2nd at 9 a.m. The state is asking for a $2,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted, and we will hear from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Valencia is a lifelong Tucson resident. He does have confirmed housing, and his father indicated he'd be willing to help with transport to future hearings. And these are also nonviolent drug allegations, so I would ask for release to pretrial services.
We'll hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor, the state's request for the $2,500 bond plus pretrial services was based on the fact that the defendant has 4 prior felonies here in Tucson dating back to just 2019. In addition to that, he's failed to appear at his Tucson City Court case. And so the state is requesting the $2,500 bond plus pretrial services.
Okay, thank you. All right, 2,500 for child services supervision if posted. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to location. January 5th, 1:30, public defender appointed. Tucson City Court. You were charged with criminal trespass. This is from May of this year. And that same month, you had a court date that you did not appear for.
I didn't know that.
So let's see what we've got here. Don't go back to the incident location. Don't have contact with any alleged victims. No alcohol or illegal. I will note the felony hold. I am releasing you on the misdemeanor case in city court. However, I am appointing the city public defender to represent you in setting a non-transport review. And that will be January 16th, 9 o'clock. You will not be transported to the court date at city court. However, the public defender will be there representing your interests. And there will be someone from that office out there to see you while you're at the jail.
So how long am I gonna be locked up?
That appears to be all. I'm out of files. Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good holiday.
Thank you, you as well.